Looks like we're live.
So you don't hear the audio, right?
That is correct. No audio. Good morning.
Well, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna stop all this because it was there. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, stop talking. You don't. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with that because it was like okay. Okay, here we go. So we got station playlist. We're gonna check that. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start this music again. Tell me if you hear it now.
Affirmative.
All right.
In the land of soccer dreams where flags unite the scene, a tale of loss and controversy unfolded on the green. Megan Rapinoe with courage and might, but her actions caused a stir, dividing day and night. Goodbye, Megan Rapinoe, the cup slipped away as you took a knee, the American flag betrayed. Oh, the team torn apart, forced along the way, maybe lessons need to be learned like a new dawn after a night. With passion for the game, she took a fearless stand, but the flag's sacred symbol she did not understand. Her teammates followed, unsure what to do. A house divided, the team's unity withdrew. Goodbye, Megan Rapinoe, the cup slipped away. As you took a knee, the American flag betrayed. Oh, the team torn apart, forced along the way. Maybe lessons need to be learned like a new dawn after a night. Oh, Whitney Brenner's tale, a journey of her own. From a Russian jail to freedom, she was shown. America's support, a beacon in the dark. A reminder to stand together with a united heart. Now the dust has settled, emotions start to clear. The lessons of this moment we must hold dear. For in the game of soccer and the land we stand, respect and unity should guide us hand in hand. Goodbye, Megan Rapinoe. The cup slipped away as you took a knee. The American flag betrayed. Oh, the team torn apart, forced along the way. Maybe lessons need to be learned like a new dawn after a night. As the sun sets on the field, we'll rise above it all. Together as a nation, we'll stand proud and tall. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we'll find our way. United, we'll overcome, and for a brighter tomorrow, we'll pray. Copyright by Johnnie Johnson, read by AI Johnnie J. Innervision Corporation, August 6th, 2023.
Wow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Top of the time zone, I'm Alan C. You're with Johnnie J in the house, president and station manager of Innervision FM. You're not going to want to miss today's podcast here on the Innervision FM universe. Brought to you by Colorado Art Relief Fund, Eeny Meeny Grants, Bonefields Foundation, and Christian Brothers Moving Company, based in Englewood, Colorado, Phoenix, Arizona, also in the great state of Texas.
Oh my God.
That's who we love, and that's who we serve.
Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather Soul, James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul, James Brown, saying stay with it and hit it. Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Now that's the way you're supposed to start it.
That's right. That's right. I also want to thank the Chinook Foundation, Richard Damiano from the Littleton Eye Clinic. And if you want to become a sponsor, hit us up at info@innervisionfm.com.
Well, you could just go email us at info@innervisionfm.com. That's info@innervisionfm.com. And we are going to be doing some of our interviews at the Drip Cafe coming up in the upcoming weeks. I'm going to be talking to Jimmy about that. And gotta say, like our Drip Cafe showcase was fantastic. We had the
Wow.
protesters there, but we had so many people helping with the serving of the food, and we had a crowd of people there.
Wow.
And we had people there witnessing to the communist group that infiltrated the LGBTQ group, and that was fantastic. God was there.
Wow.
Of course, I stayed until the end. We all prayed, and it was just a nice crew of people there, serving up the love of Jesus Christ.
That's what we're all about here is, bringing the Lord Jesus Christ glory first and foremost. We do help grassroots musicians, whether they're physically disabled, financially challenged, or both, get their music recognized. But without the Lord Jesus Christ giving us our energy to have our movement and our being, we'd be dead in the water in more ways than one.
And also, I sent Alan this. It's a series that this guy is doing, and he pretty much knows what I know about putting together a record company. But he says now you're gonna spend $150,000 on one artist, or you're gonna break that up. And I'm thinking like $150,000. I was thinking like 5,000, 10,000, and he said that's the kind of money you need to really launch an artist, put together a team.
Yeah.
So you're not doing everything. You delegate this to that person. You outsource things. And so we really need either volunteers to help us put together a team, because we got some new artists that are coming on.
Oh yeah.
Or we need the donation. So you can go, try Cash App, $Innervision J, or you can go to our Venmo, Johnny Johnson, or Johnny-Johnson-87. And it's under my nonprofit, but I'm not sure why it's using my name rather than the nonprofit name. But anyway, so yeah, it is what it is. And plus, we do need funding for some other things, like just to hire staff members.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're working, we got about 323,000 grants proposed, or grants that have not come in yet.
Man, you're a grant writing machine. Grant proposals must be your middle name.
Oh man. And so, when they come, or hopefully they will come in, I don't know, all at once before October of this year. But it's just, you write them, you put them out there, and you wait. And
It's
then,
interesting because with with the centralized digital banking currency coming online, what is that going to mean for nonprofits? What is that going to mean for folks like yourself or folks like myself that rely on just a little bit of cash here and a little bit of cash there to get me through until the next day, or until the next week, or until the next month? So I'll pick up odd jobs, or I'll do whatever I can, as long as it's good, right, and legal, and above board, and as long as God sanctions it. Why, I want to put other people first. But it does take a little bit of money to look for a home and to do all these things that are necessary, especially in the light of what is now being termed as Bidenomics. A lot of folks, they say, it's the economy's doing great. And, let us know in the comments, whatever platform you're watching us on, is the economy doing great for you? Let us know. I do know that the stock market is picking up, but if you print trillions of dollars of funny money and release it into the economy, of course, the stock market's going to be propped up a little bit. But, for folks like you and I, Johnny, where we're just trying to bring grassroots musicians into the forefront, with or without the help of AI, to help write music, or to help write lyrics, or to help with the mixing aspect of things, because that's one of the big reasons why the Screen Actors Guild is having a little bit of a hard time. The transition is difficult for folks to make. with AI and things. We're going to talk a little bit about AI on today's podcast. We're going to also talk about
Mavis Staples.
Mavis Staples. Now, holy crow, I've never heard of her before today. So I brought up a little bit about who she is. And she's an activist of sorts for the Black community. In 1969, she produced her first self-titled album. I guess it's just called Mavis Staples. I'm having a hard time locating that particular album, but she wrote songs that were really big hits back in the day. Blood is Thicker Than Time. Let's see what else we got.
Respect Yourself.
Yeah, Respect Yourself. Oh, wow, she wrote that one.
Yeah, well, somebody wrote it, and then they said, you guys really should do this. And so Grandpa Staples says, oh, okay, we'll do it. And then that's what really shot him into the forefront of just activist music with the gospel twist to it, because they were going between, like, people say, oh, you're too secular, but he says, I want everybody to hear our music, not just the Christian world. and so it just shot off into there. And Pop Staples, he was the one that got his daughter together. He knew they had a talent, and he got them together. And this guy, he had white hair with these long white sideburns.
Sideburns? Wow. I think
I don't know if he dyed his hair that color or he was. I mean, his hair just went gray that way, or gray and then white.
That's really cool. She also wrote Our House Is Not a Home. In Christ There Is No East or West. She wrote a couple of songs about the Mississippi, the state of Mississippi, in the Mississippi River, and other ones. She wrote Eyes on the Prize. Did I mention A House Is Not a Home? I think I did.
Yeah.
And then there's one that really stands out to me. And it really resonated with me as I was listening to it right before the show. Some of the lyrics are, you gave me my first taste of love, put me in a brew, and all I could think of were your sweet lips upon my face, your tender voice I thought I could never erase. And that's from I Have Learned to Do Without You. That was kind of a song written to really typify what heartache is all about. Boy, I'll tell you, she had the Staples Band, and I guess the latest stuff that they did was 2014 or something like that. She's 84 years old as of June 9th.
And she was in town last year. I think it was last year, but I was in another country, and it's like, oh man, I mean, I don't know how many concerts she's going to be doing, but man, it was like her and Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah, Bonnie Raitt. Yeah,
and they were here in August, and it's like, oh man, I missed that one. It's like, she and Elle Green, I keep missing those two.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like, but who knows? I mean, have to travel out, I don't know, next big paycheck I get or something. I don't know, who knows? I have to travel out to see it. I want to see Metallica. That's not going to happen here in America, because I wanted to see if they do, what kind of encores do they do. I may have to just call around to the places where they're going. And, you might do that. We might see if we can hook up Skype and just make random calls and ask random questions.
That'd be kind of fun. That'd be fun.
Man,
don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about that? You want us to make some live Skype calls and take some questions, things like that? Is that something that you might find interesting?
Just ask questions and buses, stuff like that. Essie and Prince wanted to produce her album, and it just never happened, because he said we wanted to make some songs that are age appropriate,
Mhm.
and it's just, I don't know, it's just never happened. And then I think the guy named last name was Parker. Let's see, what was that? This the okay, I got it. Okay, Doctor Two.
There was Ben Harper. He does.
Yes, that's his name, Ben Harper. Yeah.
Yeah, he did production for the Staples band for a while.
Well, no,
Uh,
the last album, the one that she has out now, she has a song in there called "You Are Not Alone,"
Yeah,
and it's like, man, he really did a nice job of producing that album. It's like, I really like that. I mean, that album, and some of the songs are playing on Innervision are in KINV-DB, Innervision FM. So if you get a chance, go over there and listen to the station. And eventually, we're gonna go to station playlist. They just want like $79 more? So some people, oh, what's $79 more? It's like we're already paying like $1,300 a month with all the subscription and the IRAs and the internet and everything like that. So that's with the cost. That's the cost of running Innervision now is $300 and
$1,300.
Yeah. And it's like,
Well, we do want to be transparent with you folks. This is a nonprofit organization, but we do want to bring the knowledge and expertise of a 501c3 corporation, not for profit, but for the glory of the Lord Jesus Christ. But we do want to, make sure that musical talent is recognized and promoted. So, we are asking for your help. We did bring on a few new sponsors like the Chinook Foundation and Richard Damiano out of Littleton, Colorado. He runs the Littleton Eye Clinic.
And the Denver Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah.
A couple of others.
No, those are the latest one. The Any Mini Grand, and of course, Christian Brother. Oh, we got to pray for our Christian brother. I mean, just heard, he's $3 million in the red.
Wow.
And it's not his fault. It's just people haven't been moving, and then there's other organizations, they hire illegals to do the same kind of work, and then they under price because they can hire illegals and pay them less, and he pays his people living wages, and very good living wages.
Absolutely. And he's been a really good friend to Christian Brothers Movie Company. Has been a really good friend to Innervision FM for many, 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 many years. As with Richard Damiano being a good friend as well to Innervision FM, and has helped Johnnie J out, president and station manager, personally with some vision stuff.
Oh yeah. Also, and we have some merch, coffee cups, t-shirts. Matter of fact, I gave some of that away this at the Drip Cafe
past weekend.
Yeah, so if you go up to tsprings.com, and it's Innervision, look for Innervision merch, and I think I have a link there in our description that can help us out quite a bit as well. So hey, it's a lot of you out there. So if just one of you or some of you, if just one of each of you helped out, that would really be fantastic. Right.
It's funny because everybody needs money. Everybody has to have money, especially in this new world of Bidenomics and CDBC. But, we want to be as transparent as possible. We want people to realize this is where the money's going. This is what we'll be doing with it. And we want to help grassroots musicians, recording artists, things like this. But Johnnie J also is, well, as far as I know anyway, you're the first blind film producer in Colorado. Now, there are plenty of others now. But with the advent of artificial intelligence, it's a real big game changer. You can create music. You can create videos with just if you've got a document or something like this, you can tell this chat box basically I want a video created of this, and it'll just help you out with it.
And also, I saw this thing where it's a video editor, and
Mhm.
and you can tell the AI to find the most interesting part in that,
You're
and,
right.
and then make that a clip to start off the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Man, it's like it's a lot of stuff out there, man.
It's
It's-
it's something that the blind folk like us don't even think about. When we produce a podcast, especially like this, it's easy enough to have the face for radio like I do. I'm so ugly I gotta sneak up on a glass of water to take a drink. But video is all important to folks that have vision, obviously. There are some other things with AI. There are some risks associated with it. Everybody knows about the Terminator franchise. Everybody, when you say Skynet, a lot of people know what Skynet is. It's a fictional representation of the controller of the Terminator that goes back in time and terrorizes Sarah Connor. And this kind of thing, and tries to make it to where John Connor is never born. If you haven't seen Terminator yet, check out the first two are pretty good. I'm not so fond of the rest of the stuff, and there was a series for a while, but the first two movies were really good.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I don't know if with audio description, I'm gonna have to check it out because I know it's just a lot of like scenes where there's not much talking. But
Yes.
the audio description can give you. I might just do that tonight because I usually look at Andy Griffin and Beverly Hillbillies and
That's right.
and
That's
Green
right. So do
Acres.
I. Yep.
But
Mhm.
like tonight I might just it's Monday night, take a little break after I finish editing your new intro there, and then just check out the Terminator.
Definitely.
Oh, why not? Why not?
But there
Yeah.
are some risks associated with AI. A lot of people believe that it's going to get smarter than us, which it probably will. But there is no replacement for the human spirit. God did a good thing when he made biological beings, and he endowed the biological creations of his with his ability and provision for vision, so to speak. What God made, Satan can only mock, and humans being created in God's image also has the power to create. And so AI has been created, and we'll just have to see where it goes. There's a big movement out there called transhumanism, and some believe that in order for transhumanism to take off, where you can put wires under your skin and things in your bloodstream and all kinds of crazy things, chips in your brain.
God.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. The voice of, oh my God, Becky, look at her. Anyway.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. But anyway,
Becky.
Becky, that's it. So
Oh.
AI, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to see where it goes. Transhumanism is on the rise, like it or not. And we're gonna be faced with a choice here in the next, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years down the line. It's not coming down the road. It's almost here, folks.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's talk about Megan
Okay.
and Megan R, who with the Stanley Cup, she was supposed to kick the ball through the post, and I think she ended up kicking the ball over the post. And I guess it was like maybe nervous laughter, whatever, because she's I can't believe I did that. But there's like, yeah, but they lost it with her leading the way, making it showing disrespect. And it was a few of the team members that would get up and say, hold their hands over their hearts in resolution. And even some of these communist station representatives of their country they show respect. Well, maybe in their country, if you don't show respect, you disappear. So they bigger states were up for if they wanted to have freedom of speech. But nevertheless, they she should stand up for the flag, right?
How dare you?
Yeah, I know
Amen.
Megan doesn't
Amen.
agree. Doesn't agree, but and then she was complaining about a while back. She was complaining about they were not getting paid enough money, but of course you got to be able to put butts in the seats. And
Absolutely. That's the important thing.
And now the audience are American loving people, and here she's going to offend half of that audience with her stance on whatever she's doing, whatever her political stance are, whatever. Yeah, you have freedom of speech, but she doesn't understand who her audience is. And a lot of people just turn off. Okay, you do your thing, and you're gonna go over here and watch the men's Stanley Cup, or we're gonna do something other than watching the women or advocating for the women, because you could have a bunch of guys saying, hey, yes, they do need to be paid more, and we'll go see the games because we love seeing beautiful women out there. Well, I don't know if she's beautiful or not, but oh well. Anyway, love seeing these sports and athletes that are fishing and stuff like that. And but no, you turn them off by being a nag, Megan.
That's absolutely right. I
So
mean,
it's like and then they got mad that Donald Trump chimed in, and Donald Trump has done that before, chimed in and say, hey, you're a loser or whatever, and they would say, no, that's so unpresidential. It's all about him. I said, please get out of here, you rhinos. It's like, come on, Trump is Trump, and he'll do, he's gonna do Trump, right? And he's gonna have an opinion, just like that Barack Hussein Obama had his opinion when he said that young boy could have been his son when they pulled up a false girlfriend and said that, and she was acting as if she was his girlfriend and stuff like that, and just telling all kinds of lies during that Trayvon case of when he got himself killed by
Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin. Yeah. So I mean, okay. So I know I'm jumping around there, but I'm just saying that if you're gonna allow Obama to race bait and do all this stuff, why not allow Trump to just put this USA athlete in her place and say, hey, you're a loser. When you go woke, you go broke, and that's why you're not making that much money in the field that you're in, because you don't know your audience.
Hey, folks,
Yeah.
if you like this kind of content, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment down below on whatever platform you're watching us on, or if you're part of the blind or visually impaired community, whatever platform you're listening to us on. There are 10 million of the blind or visually impaired community in the United States that happen to be of work age. Now, unfortunately, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 of us do happen to be unemployed. But Johnnie J has started a brand new school that covers broadcasting, podcasting, things like this. And so if you're interested in that kind of thing, head us up at innervisionfm.com, and you will find on the landing page, you'll find a little bit about the school that Johnnie has started. We are looking for funding sources. You can find out how, if you've got a little bit of extra dough laying around in this day of Bidenomics, why, that's where it's going to go. It doesn't go into the Send Alan Colvin to Hawaii fund. It doesn't go into any of that. It goes to you, the recording artist or aspiring musician or broadcaster or podcaster.
Yeah, and as I said, like this, when I was listening to the show, he's talking about $150,000 just for one artist.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, hey, man, and like I said, we have about 300,000 in 28 in grant out there, just waiting to come in, either yes or no. We just got Edward C. Foundation from Wells Fargo. They just wrote a letter saying, no, we can't help you out with $3,000. So
Interesting.
they said,
Interesting.
funds are low and all that kind of stuff. So we get a lot of no letters,
That's
but
right.
when we get the yes letters, and we're looking for sponsorships and stuff like that. So hey, we're at the end of the show, and
Yeah.
we want to really thank everybody for joining us and being there for us. And don't forget our merch store at
Teespring.
Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah, go up there and get some Innervision merch, and just show us some love here. So anyway, for Innervision FM, we're gonna say see you guys